Tony, man, all those beats you hear, man, it's from Rock Bottom Music Group out at Chesapeake,
Yeah,
Virginia.
it sound pretty good.
I need to get you in contact with him, man, because I think y'all can do some good stuff together, man. So after the show, trust and believe, hit me up, and I'll give you his information and everything like that. So look,
Yeah,
the main topic today that we're going to talk about is the power of HBCUs. So as many as you all know, the soon to be first female vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris, she went to Howard University. My man that won the Georgia Senate race, what's his name? Anybody know? I forgot his name.
Raphael Warnock.
Raphael Warnock. Yeah, Raphael Warnock went to
Reverend
Morehouse.
Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael, same difference. he went to Morehouse. All right. You got a lot of other prominent individuals that went to different HBCUs. I got family members that went to HBCUs. Dr. Regina Warren, when I told you about the candle company earlier, she went to HBCU. She went to FAMU, graduated. You know, all these people went to different HBCUs and doing great for themselves. And I think the question that we have to ask ourselves is, you know, at what time do we go ahead and start showing some recognition to the power of HBCUs? And Tony, being a Winston-Salem State Ram graduate, I want you to just tell everybody, the power of HBCUs. What do you started touching on a little bit earlier, and I'm glad you did. And I want you to, dive down a little bit more into the power of HBCUs for you.
and the HBCUs give you an experience that I'm just sure you're not gonna get at the majority colleges. I don't know how else to say it. It was
Definitely not.
intimate enough for me for people to actually, you know, like for instance, my advisor was Dr. Larry Little. Dr. Larry Little was a Black Panther
Mm,
in the Winston-Salem area, and he when after he was incarcerated during the Black Panther movement, after he was freed, he started taking up like law to defend Black people in unfortunate court situations. One of his most famous cases is Daryl Hunt. Um, we butted heads a lot while we was in school, but just having that relationship or even that back and forth with someone with so much like real Black history, like as much as we reach back for certain pieces of history, actually having an interaction with people who are active in certain movements, even Sankofa, just certain organizations. I'm not well. I can see Sankofa on the majority campus, but just certain organizations that are a little bit more active and more informative.
mm,
Classes like Black Political Thought, I'm pretty
mm,
sure I wouldn't have got at a majority
mm,
institution. And then just the culture. My father went to Winston-Salem State University. My mother went to Livingstone. My brother went to
mm,
Livingstone.
mm,
My uncle went to I have a lot of family and that came from the HBCU environment, and we kind of try to stick to that code. So
mm,
the HBCU experience is something that is um, I think is underappreciated
mm,
to a degree by some of the HBCU students, but for the people that go through it and come out and really get into the world and realize that, hey, my degree and my knowledge, the information I got here is just as prized as any other institution, whether it be Ivy League or a foreign institution or not. You need to really take hold of that to understand that we have the power to create these knowledge bases as well. So I mean,
mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love Winston.
solid points, solid points. And like I said, I think all of us went to PWIs, and I could tell you right now, I had to go to Jackson State. I had to go down to Mississippi Valley. I had to go up to Tennessee State to get that experience from Black colleges. And I tell you right now, it like Tony said, it is an experience that like no other. You know what I'm saying? You would not get. And when I look at all these different people in power right now, right, or getting ready to go into power, and I'm like, they always said that you shouldn't go to a HBCU because you won't get anything out of it. You won't be able to get ahead in life. My dad went to Elizabeth City State University. I remember he told me a story about how when he applied for his first job, the hiring manager asked him exactly where did he get his degree from. He said Elizabeth City State University. The guy said, "Where is that? That sounds like a fake college."
Mm.
That was the kind of stuff that was happening back then. But now more and more people are starting to get more attuned to these different HBCUs.
Yeah.
And I think, when you have people like Kamala Harris and Stacey Abrams and
Keisha
guy
Lance Bottoms.
Keisha Lance Bottoms and guy down in Georgia. When you have these type of people that starting to put these HBCUs on the map. Matter of fact, Deion Sanders. Look what Deion Sanders is doing in Jackson State University right now. He has turned Jackson State University into what some call soon to be a powerhouse football program.
Yeah.
That's going to be able to compete with the likes of Alabama or Ohio State or Notre Dame, or whatever you want to call them. Sorry, Trent. I don't know. I don't. Hey, Trent. I don't want to get you all upset. But you get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. It's the stuff like that. And when you have people like in Deion Sanders' situation, when you have people that's leaving different universities like University of Miami, Louisville, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, when they're saying, you know what, hey, I'm gonna leave this D1 powerhouse school and go down to Jackson State and play football. Says a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's much deserved that they're getting on the map, and I hope there is a football team that comes out of one of these HBCUs that definitely puts them on the map for NFL, National Football League, because I think that's needed. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you look at other alumni, man, that went there, like Oprah Winfrey. You know what I mean?
Where'd she go?
Obviously, MLK Jr. and W.E. Du Bois, like all these people, Michael Strahan, right? You start looking, you're like, man. I started actually researching a bunch of like the alumni, and I was shocked. I didn't even know how many people that I was aware of actually went to HBCUs. And that was just my ignorance. But it's very interesting, man.
How do you consider that ignorance, Trent?
What?
Is it your job to know where everybody goes to school?
Well, I feel like I should know. I mean,
Why?
like me, like I follow WEB. Like I knew he did. I follow Oprah or whatever, but I didn't know that she went to to an HBCU. It's people that I follow that I should have known where they went.
So what was your point? What are you saying, Rob? What are you asking them? You asking them why is it everybody's responsibility to know where they went?
I mean, I think that you should have pride in the school that you go to, and but just making it to and making it through college is a feat in and of itself, especially for a black person. I think that going to an HBCU is a great thing. It's a great experience, just like my man just said a minute ago. But as far as I'm concerned, I never liked school. It was something that I went to because my parents told me to. It was something that I kind of caveman my way through.
That explains everything.
Well, I mean, you can say what you want to say. I'm being real right now. I'm not jokey joke right now. I'm being honest.
Explains
I went to school because my parents told me that I was going to need a college education, and so that's what I did. But I didn't like it.
So do you
there was
think
nothing fun about it? And
do you?
I don't think it's my job to know where everybody I know went to school. I just you
I mean,
graduated
that's
from
not
college.
That's not what I was saying.
Oh,
Man.
yeah,
No. I mean, you
I would say
clarified
there
it,
are
Trent. You clarified it.
So let me ask you something. Do you think and this is going off a little topic, off topic a little bit. Do you think it is a mistake for us to say that you need to go to school to get a college degree? Do y'all think that? Tony, let me ask you this. Yeah, Tony, let me ask you that. Do you think it's a mistake for us to say that you have to go to college to get a degree?
I don't think it's a mistake. I think it was misleading how they led our generation into college. Like, you're going to go to college, then you're going to graduate, and you're going to get a job, and everything is going to be perfectly fine. That's what they pretty much tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't even start going directly into the workforce till after my master's degree. So by the time, especially if you don't have a certain amount of experience when you hit the workforce, they're not trying to pay you for that degree, especially if they can't ensure that they're going to obtain your services for a certain amount of time. So I think it was just very misleading. I And the other thing is, I think at a certain level of education, we shouldn't have the mindset of going to school and coming out to work for somebody. At some point you get a certain amount of education, and you should come out with the thought process of creating workforce or creating a something new. Especially I think master's degrees and up. But even for a 4-year degree, um, you know, I don't think it's realistic for us to lead the next generation in the same steps to say, hey, just go to college and everything's gonna be fine.
Yep.
No, we need to have
Yeah.
real plans, and we need to make sure. I switched my degree like 6-7 times before I found out what I wanted to do. We need to have a better mindset
Yep.
and
Yeah.
a better step process about what we're teaching the children and what direction the children or us or young adults or anybody wants to go, whoever's pursuing education.
Well, that's good you said that, Tony, right? Because during this whole, the pandemic, whatever, you actually kind of saw what happened to people, even the ones that, that had master's degrees, whatever, and up. But a lot of people end up getting, losing their jobs and stuff like that during this time.
Mhm.
And, I know a few people, and, other family members, stuff like that, they had to move back home, right? Even though they had this, because they didn't know what else to do. And like you said, if they were taught how to have their own business and how to do that stuff, whatever, probably kind of could have helped them out a little bit. But I mean, a lot of people got stuck, whatever. And also, I was reading something the other day where it talked about, even if you have a master's degree in certain cities, it's still dog
like
eat
a
dog.
bachelor's.
It's still hard, and for you to find like one of those high powered jobs that everybody assumes someone with a master's degree should have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tony. I didn't mean to cut you
You
off.
go ahead.
No, I just agree with y'all that I don't think that college is a bad thing per se. I think it definitely it can help a lot of people get opportunities, but to pressure people to go to college if they don't want to go, I don't think that's the right thing. Because some people they don't do well in college. They don't like it, and they could be out there, learning a trade or doing something else, getting in business that may make them more successful versus college.
Yeah. Even to that point, I think before the college process in high school, we need to do better about making sure people just know how to survive in life. Like,
Yeah.
I say a
that.
lot of people went to college and didn't know how to pay bills, didn't know how to run credit. You know what I'm saying? These
Yep.
type of things didn't know how to file their taxes.
Yep.
Yeah, financial literacy is very important.
Yeah, that was more important to me and to be honest, I kind of feel the same way as not that I don't regret my college experience at all, but going back at it, I almost wish that I went to like a community college first and then went into because I just threw myself out there to the world and just went for whatever I was gonna go for. But yeah, just the mental preparedness of the youth and finances, because at the end of the day, you're going to college to try to get more money or try to get a better lifestyle or better school, or you want to be financially better by the time you come out of college. But it don't matter what you learn if you're not financially literate by the time you get out of college, it's not going to benefit you.
Yeah,
Very true.
that's good. But yeah, my first 2 years was at a JUCO, and that's where I got caught up in a whole bunch of stuff, because they hit you with credit card. They're like, get this credit card, do all this. And if I didn't know, if my if other people around me weren't telling me, I saw a bunch of friends, man. They first year, they get hit with $10,000 dollar credit card debt, man. Like within the first year of starting college, man, because that's how they get you. And if you don't know, you ain't got people around you, man. You get yourself in a hole real fast.
Yeah.
Well, hey Tony, man, you know what? I hate to cut this interview short, man, but it's always a pleasure, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You definitely got to come back on here. Probably later on in the year, man, because I know you're gonna have some new work dropping soon and everything like that. Man, tell everybody how they can reach you, man, and where they can catch your latest drop of work.
Okay, well, my latest drop is Tony G by Tony Seven, which Tony Seven, the seven is really a G, but but Tony Seven, Tony G is on all platforms. You can go to life.com. I spell life with a seven, so it's 7IFE.com. I'm on Instagram and most platforms is at God Life. YouTube is Life LLC. Just check me out. If you get to the website, all my links will be there. And if you know me personally, just hit me up. I'm a very personable person. I'll respond to you. It's no big deal.
Man, we appreciate you there, Mr. Tony Seven.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to you, man. God bless you, man. Hope that you have a great, successful career. And we'll look forward to having you back on, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looking
definitely.
forward to it. Y'all have a blessed one.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Hey, y'all know what time it is.